Hey everybody, welcome to the Druid's Table. I'm Dan.
I'm Jacob. This is Larry, and this is our friend Gobi. And today we are here to talk about Battlezoo Bestiary. But first,
clink
and
drink. We need a cool drink. It's getting warm in here.
Sounds good. So this product is awesome. All right, so it is about monster hunting, harvesting the product from the creature, and using it.
This is, I forgot it was harvesting because that makes you excited.
It is. I like harvesting the monsters. I hate the idea of it going to waste.
Yes,
I mean, we're out there hunting monsters in the TTRPG world, so it's not real. But,
yes.
You're not walking away from it.
100% with you.
So with this product from Roll From Combat, first of all, it's for, I guess second of all, I said first of all, whatever. Doesn't matter. Something I enjoy. They have it for 5th edition D&D and then Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Sweet.
So you're able to, whatever type you're playing, you can use it on either side.
Right.
Which is really nice.
Great.
And you can drop it in your game right now, even in the middle of stuff. You can decide that you want to add it. It's that easy. So let's talk about it a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. You're able to go out, harvest the monster, take its parts, refine into equipment, and then imbue magical properties from those creatures.
Nice.
Into it.
And so the refining is making items.
Right.
And then, so you would have to refine first, make an item, and then you could then imbue it.
Correct.
So you're having to go out and get enough. I like that.
Right. And the cool thing is, say you want poison on your weapon. Mm-hmm. You can hunt any creature that has poison, immunity, resistance, or damage attacks.
Okay.
To imbue into your weapon. So your awesome great sword with poison on it can be made from multiple creatures. You know what I mean? It's got spider legs for the hilts, and it's got, a crab handle, crabs don't have poison. It's a poisonous crab, why not?
What? it's a fantasy world.
You know what I mean? And then the blade's wrapped in some ivy or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing it all together. But it adds a different kind of imagery to your characters and depth.
And how do they break it down so that you know what you're getting, or what's the way they break it down to keep it organized?
Right. So you go out, they have it based off of, for the 5th edition one, they have it based off of the challenge rating. So if your party's facing, let's say level 1 party's facing 11 spiders, that's hard. That's a hard encounter.
Yep. So
then your group is going to get about 40.2 gold pieces worth of spider parts.
Okay.
Let's just say 11 spiders, CR0. Mm-hmm. So it's based off. Now you take those parts, and spiders have the bites, so they do piercing damage. So you're able to make piercing weapons with it.
Okay.
So then, say you're a rogue in your party wants to make 𝒂𝒑𝒆𝒄𝒄. So he takes 25 gold pieces of the spider parts and makes his spider-like 𝒂𝒑𝒄𝒄, and there it is.
Yeah. So the way they do it is through gold pieces. Rather than talking about specific parts, you get this much gold pieces.
Yep.
Based off of, and it's based off of the CR challenge
versus your level. So
versus your level.
It's more based off of the encounter challenge.
Encounter. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So for the 5th edition one.
Yeah.
For the 2nd edition Pathfinder, it's a little different, but same idea. It's same. Just how they just balance their encounters differently.
Yep.
That's it.
That's interesting though. That's really cool to be able to do that, and that I assume allows for easy integration with it. That's why you're saying you can drop it right in, because. Yeah. That can become also a type of currency.
Exactly.
Right.
So your group can bring back the spiders, bring them to town, and then sell them to the local herbalist for their magical properties, and the herbalist gives them that gold money worth. Maybe they don't want to use them. So it adds to that, you're not letting it go to waste.
Right.
You're able to use it. You harvest it, you create, and then you can also imbue magical properties into it, give +1s here and there. Mm-hmm. And then there's a huge list of the imbued properties. Acid. There's even strength, constitution. Defend. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
Okay.
So it's really cool. It's quite a large list. I can't remember the name of them all, or how many there are, but
yeah. So now clarification on what they have in the bestiary is obviously all the stats for the monsters to fight them, and then a gold value for what you'd get and the properties you could imbue, or is there more tables saying if the monster has these?
It's more like the table. It's so they have their own set of creatures that they've included in this bestiary.
Yeah,
which
that's
already has
awesome.
it all broken down for you, so it makes it very easy.
Gotcha.
They got a really cool one called an 𝒂𝒄𝒂. Check it out here. It's a plant-like creature with bees all around it.
Okay.
It's actually a really cool Fae-like creature. I really enjoy it. I
Yeah.
actually used it last night, so it's still fresh in my mind.
Oh, sweet.
It was really fun to use and run. I won't get into those details. It was really cool what the players did with it. But so for their creatures that they put in their bestiary, they have it all listed out for you.
Okay.
So then they have tables for, like, if you wanted to pull the regular
Yes,
monster manual
that's
or something.
awesome.
It's very easy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, if they have a piercing attack, you can make piercing weapons. If they have a bludgeoning attack, you make bludgeoning weapons. Now that's for the refining, right?
Right.
Now if they have like a poison that goes onto their attacks, or an acid, or a sonic, now you can use that to refine, to imbue
Very
that
cool.
property into your weapons, and then they have that broken down. So there's 3 different choices. So like for poison,
Okay.
or acid, or bane, a bunch of them have 3 different choices. You can take a magic path, a might's path, or a technique path as you're imbuing.
Okay.
So that way they're all different. You know, we could all be fighters fighting scorpions over and over again. So all of our armor's got scorpion carapace, and you know, like, you know what I mean.
Yes.
But,
Yep.
but you're all using the poison and the pieces differently.
Yes. That's,
So that's
really cool.
a unique way of looking at it. So for me, it just adds that depth to the character creation. It adds that drive. You know, you got a character that wants a flaming weapon.
Right.
Now he's in search for creatures that have flames, so that he can make his flaming weapon.
That's
so just
cool.
you know, he's walking
Yep.
into the local tavern. Hey, guys, you know, have you seen any creatures that do fire? I really want to slay a fiery monster. You know, whatever it may be. And then boom, there it is.
That's so cool.
So I know I've used it where I had a group of people crash land on an island and they had to survive. So they had to create all of their items using this product.
Very cool.
You know, so like they wanted to
Yes.
make shovels and axes to build up their little town.
Yeah.
Also, we use organic towns. Check it out. Great product.
Yes.
But, you know, together they go really well. But so they're able
Yes.
to,
Right.
you know, collect the shovels and the hammers and the axes and from hunting creatures and
The visual is so cool too that
Right.
it's creature parts for
Right.
shovels,
Bones and
yes.
stuff, you know.
Oh my gosh! Well, and that's nice too because it's vague with the gold system and the properties. You can have fun describing what if you want to, what
Yeah.
actual parts
Yeah.
you're using.
I have some
from the
players that
animal.
really dive into like describing what parts or what it looks like. Oh, I got a giant rat head on my head, you know, and stuff like that as his cowl, as his leather cowl. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
that's so cool.
You know, that's the flavor that you get to add and
Right.
describe your character and what they look like.
Now, the only other question I was thinking was: is there separate roles for harvesting, or do you just get it if you defeat the monster?
So by raw, they have where you just get it when you defeat the monster.
Okay.
But they have it in there incorporated that you know, suggestions on ways to do it where you do roll the dice, because it is fun to have those
Yes.
steps. And that I do that with my players. I have them roll
that a
survival
lot.
or some kind of dexterity check for harvesting to see how well they do, and I have it broke down in a tier system of, you know, critical failure, success, critical success,
Yep.
so that they get a little bit more, you know, so it feels like their players, the ones who specialize in actual the
Right.
monster hunting aspect,
The
get a
actual
little bit
harvesting.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Battlezoo Bestiary from Roll for Combat actually has some of that already in there with like specialized backgrounds,
Nice.
class feats or character feats and stuff like that
Yep.
you can add onto your character to allow them to be better at this.
I love that because we both hunt and butcher as well ourselves. So it's like they're different skills.
Correct.
You know, to kill and to actually harvest.
So you can go to that level. No, not every
I like
not
that.
every group wants that, but
Right.
I like that and you like that, so we love using that. But that's
Right.
what's nice is you can also leave it out.
Right.
They just
Yeah,
get these
that's
parts.
great.
You just use them, spend 10 minutes refining or whatever it may be.
Right.
However you want your flow of your game to be.
I love that, and I love that you're combining it with the organic towns because that's a whole. So you have building the town with organic towns, and then the survival and the utilization of the land and animals around you
Absolutely.
through the Battlezoo Bestiary.
So
That's great.
It is great. So
Use them both.
Yes.
Tell us if you have.
tell us if you use Battlezoo Bestiary, and if you haven't, what would you use it for? Mm-hmm. You know, would you use it as a full revamp of the economy system that's only based off of monster parts? That means, so even if you run into a group of bandits, they're covered in monster parts.
Right.
And then so
That's
now
cool.
you take what they have in gold pieces as their monster parts, and that allows for the DM to get, you know, have bandits with great descriptions of different kind of
Yes.
creatures, or wait a minute, where did he hunt this golden scaled creature or purple scaled creature, you know, like.
Now they maybe won't kill all the bandits because they need to question
information.
Where'd you get that armor?
So that's level really cool. Of stuff, you know, and it just.
Yep.
I like that imagery. Not everybody's got the same looking broadsword, you know.
Right.
Obviously, this is high fantasy for this particular one. I would say. You know?
Right.
But
yeah.
I also like it is your characters can get spells off of their weapons and magic items that they wouldn't necessarily always have access to. Mm-hmm. So it does add a little bit of that element to it all, but that's kind of fun to have that. Or maybe your character doesn't want that, but that's where you choose the might path.
Right.
So then it adds a little bit of bonus damage.
Yep.
You know, so it keeps it real simple for the people who want it simple, and you can make it complicated for the ones who want it complicated. So that's really nice. Now we are going to be using this.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was glaring at that monster outside of our studio. Unbelievable.
Clockwork truck.
Noise damage.
My Sonic. No. So our AfterQuest, our live show that we do.
Yes, that's right.
Coming up, we're actually going to be using this product. I'm really looking forward to it. So check it out. We live stream on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So
see us play with it. Monster hunt. Yep. Maybe die.
Probably die.
Probably die. We'll see.
Yes. No. But for real, check out this product. They also offer Roll for Combat has a dragon ancestry. That means that you can play as little dragons or big dragons. They get big, right? And they have a whole story on how they're there and what they do and what they offer. The breath attacks, so they are different than the Dragonborn. These are actual little dragons.
Okay.
You know, so they come back. There's reasons. You gotta check it out. I'm not gonna do it justification trying to explain it. Yeah. It is a really unique. I have multiple players using it, and it is very fun. It adds to a really cool story element. Yeah. It also draws some fear from the town folk and like, what is this dragon doing here? But he's become more of this like, I am sent here to help you guys. There's a reason I'm here. I don't know why right now. I have a little amnesia, but you know, it adds that element. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you guys want to see us talk more about that too, comment below. We'll make a separate video just on the dragon ancestors.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, absolutely.
We can.
If you want that, let
dragons.
us know. We can talk about a lot of things.
Awesome.
Well, I think it's time to.
That's it. Clink and drink. Hey everybody, click here to subscribe to the Avenue Studios channel, and don't forget to check us out on Rumble and anywhere you find podcasts.
Also, click here to check out our latest episodes of AfterQuest.
AfterQuest. Clink and drink.
Clink and drink.